Alright, good morning guys, welcome to the channel. I wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of a first drive with my car running the new turbos, and keep in mind I'm running just wastegate pressure on the turbos, which is like 13 psi. I talked to Doug at Up Garage. He said not to over rev the engine because the car's tuned for the DR600s, which were a lot more leggy, so I'm not supposed to rev above 5, so that's what this video is going to be about. Wanted to show you guys the RPM. So I noticed with these exhaust manifolds and elbows and everything that the engine likes to rev. It's way more responsive. So just this low end, just revving, it just goes a little bit quicker than it did before. I'm gonna go ahead and put the GoPro on and we'll take it for a little drive. So you guys may have noticed that I took the racing harnesses out and put the stock seat belt, hook that back up because it's way more comfortable. I'm going to be daily driving this thing now, and so dealing with the Tacatas was a pain in the ass. All right, let's do a pull here. We'll do first and second gear. Definitely responsive. Don't feel the leg like I did with the DR600, so I can't wait to actually rev this thing out after it's tuned. Your in-car footage, you guys see a pull here. Oh, it's so frustrating to have to shift at 5,000, but it's fast. I'm pretty happy with it. I like the way the Tomei manifolds and the HKS elbows sound. To me, it sounds like the exhaust note's a little bit deeper. If you guys want to see the install video on that, I'll have a description on the upper right side of the screen. You guys can click on that. I'm gonna go throw some gas in the car. We'll do a few more pulls here in just a minute. This is something that is interesting since the car got all that oil blow by in the system on the track. It's been idling at like 1800 RPM, so there must be a bunch of oil in like the sensors and stuff, so I'm gonna have to get all that cleaned out when I get the intake manifold on the rebuild done on the throttle bodies at Up Garage. That'll have to get tuned out. It idles that way for about 30 seconds before it lowers back down. And that makes it kind of hard to drive around in town. You can't drive the car below 1800 RPMs, otherwise it kind of shudders and shimmies, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So I've got a few more things that are on order that I'm waiting for this car. The suspension is too stiff, 10 kilogram spring rate up front, 8 kg in the rear. And with the Super Pro roll control sway bars, the car is too stiff. Like if I go over a little bit of imperfection in the road, I can feel the rear tires lifting off the ground and I'll lose traction. Driving through the city in Tacoma, if I'm trying to like angle into a steep hill, my car like rocks off the ground and I can't even go up a hill. It's just too stiff. And I'll put some footage up on the screen of when I was on the track, just doing like the roll racing last summer. You just see me violently bouncing up and down in the seat. And I did some research, and the Öhlins dual flow valve, the road and track stuff, the way that they tune that stuff in Europe, they run a lot softer spring rate on it because that dual flow valve is designed to open up quickly and basically soak up all the bumps. If you have a stiff spring on it, you're basically being counterproductive of what the system is designed to do. So I ordered some 4 kilogram springs for the rear, same length as the factory ones that came with it, and then I ordered some 5 kilogram for the front, so that'll soften the spring rate and hopefully fix the issue. And I've got some road up here that I'll show you guys, basically how I lose traction, and the road's barely even, like, there's barely any like angle from one side of the road to the other, but I think it's something that needs to be done. So if you're in Japan, I think that's the reason they designed the springs to be so stiff over there, is the roads are so smooth and you drive a lot slower. In the US, you just drive way faster. I also have some intake HKS, the mass airflow sensor, basically the aluminum replacement, so it'll be straight through, so you don't have all that mesh in there with the mass airflow sensors obstructing the air. I figured before I get the car tuned, I'm going to get those thrown in, and those are coming today from Right Hand Drive Japan, so hopefully they're on the porch when I get home after we get done shooting this video. But yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about on the road. We'll do that right now. Hold on one sec. All right, here's the little road transition I'm talking about, and you'll feel the car, see how it loses its traction there? Just kind of irritating. I'm going to turn around and face the camera the other way so you guys can see, but there's a lot of areas in the road, just driving around like windy corners and stuff, where I lose that rear traction, and it's just, I think it's unsafe, and who wants to lose power as well as feeling like unstable. All right, so I got the camera set up outside. I'm going to go back down to that section of the road, show you guys what I'm talking about. So it's this section of the road right here. There's a little bit of change as you transition from the left to the right lane over, and we'll take you up and we'll go over it again. One more section that I get the same type of thing. I'll show you guys up here. It's right at the top of this crest. Right here where the road transitions. I have my back left tire come off the ground, which makes the car feel like it wants to spin out. And I can't even go around the corner as much as I'd like to for speed. So it's something that needs to be addressed. And I think that if I probably would have left the stock sway bars on there, it wouldn't have been an issue. But since I switched those out and put the stiffer sway bars on, I just don't have that flex. Maybe that was something to do with the way the spring rates are in Japan. But either way, I think the spring rate's still too stiff. So, yeah. I am running the stock wheels because I'm going to be daily driving this thing for a while. And I do notice one other thing too with these new blow-off valves that are installed. My stock blow-off valves, if I was just under like light acceleration, maybe running like 1 bar of boost, they would want to open up, and I could hear them basically like the wastegate or the turbines start to flutter. And the turbo smart ones don't do that because they're a lot stiffer, so that definitely helps the driving dynamics of the car. We'll see how they do at high boost. Right now they're pretty quiet, they don't really make a lot of sound, but I'm only running very minimal boost. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick test drive and update with where I'm at for the car. Probably won't have too much stuff coming out. I'm going to do a video installing the springs and installing the intake parts from HKS, but once that's done, I'll just be waiting basically for my car to be getting some tuning and stuff like that done at Up Garage. But in the meantime, I'll be working on my Sylvia, so if you guys want to follow me on that, subscribe down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.